the topics today, we're going to speak a little bit about, as I mentioned, reincarnation and karma. It's a really interesting topic, and I don't talk about it just, as a lecture or sensational. I talk about it in terms of spiritual evolution from the meditation. Some people really believe strongly. Some people are like what I call like on the fence, is because it helps you to understand where you're going. The point of the reincarnation, I'll just put it here and I'll talk a bit more about it. But it's the idea of it is that you are evolving each lifetime. So the point is that everything's a learning experience, and there's an awful lot to learn. As you notice, even in 1 month of meditating, if you've joined us for the last 3 weeks, you're learning new things. There's so much to learn, and you're young, most of you right now. The point of that I speak about reincarnation, evolution, going from a lower form like mineral into the animal, into the human, and then higher into the divine. So there's so much to do in life, and you just can't make all the progress that you need to make in one lifetime. If you want to realize your highest self, you want to realize the truth, you want to find your soul, your spirit, you need more than how many years. Not everybody gets 80, 90 years too, right? People die early, babies die. I mean, all kinds of things happen. Why? How does this make sense? Other thing I like to think about is, what about child prodigies? How did, Mozart composing at 3, and you have these young kids that can sing, opera, and so many interesting things. But the idea of it is to learn to grow. Along with that comes karma. So what is karma? Everybody knows, I believe. Action, reaction. But for everything that you do, it's a learning experience. So if you're accumulating excellent karma by meditating, you're bringing positive forces into yourself, and makes you want to do good things, help people, you feel kinder, nicer. All these things are byproducts of your meditation. And everything's a learning. So if you have to learn something, the more you meditate, it's going to become clearer to you what you need to learn. It could be relationships, it could be education, there's spiritual lessons, so many things. And some people come to things like that because they've done it. Some people have to learn things the hard way. I actually had a friend who, when she started meditating many years ago, she looked in the mirror. This is weird, I know, but she saw her face kept changing and changing, and like she was seeing many past lives. And then she got this strong message saying, when are you going to get it right? This is the life, you have to get it right. So everything is a learning, what you do. Maybe in a past life, you didn't do something that was that great. This life, you learn from it, and you'll be able to go beyond it. Don't be afraid of what comes out in meditation, because a lot of it's really cleansing. So whatever you do, try to be positive. Give out positive energy, comes back to you. If somebody's very angry at you, they're yelling and screaming at you, what do? You have 2 choices. You can either yell and scream back at them, or you can try to be calm from your meditation. And you can just, if it's possible, try to send them some good positive vibrations. Generally, what happens is they change. They won't continue being angry. They'll calm down, and they'll pick up on your more positive vibration. So this is something that meditation teaches you also. So what is the goal? I spoke about, in the past courses, I've spoken about body, mind, vital, heart, soul. So we want to bring everything together and have one integrated being where everything works together. This is a fascinating book. So there are many documented cases. I don't know if you've heard of this one, but this is a book that I read many years ago called 20 Cases Suggestive of Reincarnation by Dr. Ian Stevenson. If you're interested in the subject, I would read that book if you can find it. I found some excerpts from it online, and it's unbelievable. He goes and interviews children who remember past lives, and he proves it. It's so fascinating. So as I was saying, just Sri Chinmoy talks about how it's like putting on a new garment, like the soul puts on a new garment. When you're tired, when you've learned what you need to learn in this life, when it's time to go, It's like from the famous Bhagavad Gita. It's like considered like the Bible of India. One of the most famous parts from this quote: as a man discards his old and worn out clothes and takes on new ones, so does the embodied soul discard this body and migrate from body to body. So this is a Hindu tradition, but it's not only Hindus who believe. You have to have many lifetimes. You go like the wheel, like in Buddhism and Hinduism. You can only get off the wheel when you've learned what you have to learn. And then, of course, you can either help from on high, or you can incarnate if you want to and help people like spiritual teachers like Buddhas and Swamis and Gurus. But if you've realized the truth yourself, then moksha, you don't have to come back. This is our goal in meditation. How do you know if you've had a good meditation? So again, I just want to quote what my teacher said, since he was the best meditator I know. So he said, if you're meditating properly, you will have spontaneous inner joy. Nobody's given you any good news, admired you, done anything for you, but you will have an inner feeling of delight. But if you have mental tension or disturbance, this means while you're meditating, then that is not a meditation for you. So when you're meditating, how are you feeling? Do you have this deep feeling of delight? But this is it. That's the feeling that I've had in meditation many times. I can't contain the joy. So this is that feeling of delight, then you're meditating well. And if you're entering into a higher plane, you will feel that your body also comes very light. So as you meditate, last week we did a height, and we'll do it again, meditation for height. You also will feel like your body is light. And you will also know by how you feel after, when you finish your meditation, if peace, light, love, and joy have come to the fore from within, then you will know that you've meditated well. So while you're meditating, you will have this deep feeling, and after, the meditation will stay with you. So now we're going to actually do a meditation. So we're going to do our meditation now. And what we'll do is we're going to do a couple of different things I'll explain. We'll recap the meditation that we did last week, and I'll explain it. And then we will also continue it to one further step. So last week we did this visualization of climbing up a mountain and then trying to feel that you are at the top of the mountain. And then we left it just coming down, but we will continue this visualization. I will guide you through it with also a meditation for depth. So that will be the next slide. So this is just a recap actually of the last week. Okay, and after we do these two exercises, and I'll explain one and Vidura will explain one. We'll just get in our meditation pose now, which is always to have your back straight. Vidura is going to continue just to play the bowls in the background for peaceful effect. And remember, when you breathe, you're always breathing quietly through the nose. Don't breathe through the mouth. The idea is to keep your spine erect, because your energy flows through your spine up through all the spiritual centers. So you can look at the mountain if it helps you, or just as I say it, you can visualize. Just going to start the meditation just by one chanting of Om, like we did last week, just to concentrate, actually 3 times. So we'll just chant Om together, and then I'll explain the technique. Om. 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 Now you can imagine that you are climbing up a very high mountain. It's very easy to climb. You're going higher and higher up the mountain. The air is becoming pure, clean, fresh. Nothing around you, just beautiful greenery, flowers. Feel yourself going higher and higher. And in your own time, find yourself at the top of the mountain, at the summit. When you're there, sit, get in your meditation pose, and feel Not only are you on top of the world, you're very high, but look at the sky. Vast, beautiful, blue sky. Try to feel one with the vastness of the sky, as if you are the sky, and also feel how high you are. Do this for a few minutes. If you have any thoughts, just imagine they're like birds flying through the sky. They don't affect the sky. They don't affect you. Try to focus on your heart center. Very, very refreshed, very happy, very peaceful, at one with the universe. Slowly get up, maintaining this great feeling of vastness and height. Just slowly make your way back down the mountain. And as you come down, you come and you see the beautiful lake. And now you're going to go into the lake, dive into the lake. The water's pure, clean, fresh. Don't worry if you can swim or if you can dive or if you can breathe. Just feel everything's possible. Jump into the water and just plunge down, down, down to the very depths. And feel when you get to as low as you can go, to just sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Feeling serenity, peace, quiet. The fish go by you, they don't disturb you. They're all part of the experience. Don't follow them. And just feel depth deep within yourself. When they come out of the water, leave the lake, you feel totally refreshed, cleansed, purified. You've experienced stillness from the depths of the lake. You've experienced depth. Experienced height. You've experienced vastness. These are all qualities that actually exist within you. You just have to find them. In your own time, you can allow them to grow. Anytime you need to call on those qualities, they're there. Imagine you're just sitting on the edge of the beautiful lake, and we'll just chant together. We'll chant Om. Remember the Om 3 times, and then we'll chant Shanti, peace, 3 times. This is always a good way to end a meditation. Om. 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 Shanti. 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 Come back to the world for a minute. We'll continue with just a little bit of specialized breathing. Another type of exercise that you can do when your mind is bothering you, which everybody has, is a special type of meditation called pranayama. Pranayama is a controlled breathing, and we're going to do 2 different versions. The word prana means breath. It's a Sanskrit word, your life force, and the word yama means control. So basically it's control of your breath. I'm going to give you a very simple way. This is a really excellent technique that you can try anywhere. It's very good to do before your meditation also. And after we do this one, Vidura will show you the kind of traditional yoga, the hatha yoga with the alternate nose. This is the really easy way. So I'll explain it and then we'll do it. You breathe in to the count of 1. When you breathe, it's really important to breathe through your nose always. Don't do breath through your mouth. Meditative breathing is always through the nose. As if you had a little thread there, it wouldn't even move. Your breathing should be quite still. This will help you to have a better meditation. It's good to pick a quality, spiritual quality, a mantra word. Om is the easiest, so it really works well with this technique. So 1, 4, 2. 1 is breathing in, so you'll breathe into the count of 1 and you say the word Om. Then you hold it for 4 counts and you just repeat to yourself Om, 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 like that. And then you breathe out for 2 counts. Om, Om. So doing this gives you a lot of energy and it really helps you prepare you for meditation, prepare you for stressful times. So we'll just try this together a little bit while Vidura plays the bowl, and then he'll lead you in another one which is more structured. So as you breathe in, repeat Om. Hold your breath for 4 counts. Om, 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 Om. Breathe out through the nose. Om, Om. So we'll do this. You do this on your own for a few minutes. Good. And just resume normal breathing. We'll continue. We'll try another version of this. Peter is going to explain it. This is special breathing, actually, hatha yoga breathing.
Normally we're breathing through our both nostrils, and when they're functioning, we get immediate relief from mental anxiety, worry, depression, and many important things that this exercise helps you. I'll explain it to you by not demonstrating anything, and then I'll do it silently with movements. We start by using our right thumb to close the right nostril. Next, we breathe in with the left nostril. And then we close the left nostril with your 4th finger, and you count 4. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. And then you release your thumb from your right nostril, and you count out 2. Om 1, Om 2. And then you breathe in from the right nostril, Om 1. You close it with your right thumb. You count 4 Oms. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. And you release again with your right thumb, the left nostril, to the count of 1 and 2. This is what you call a set. If you do it on your own, do it no more than 5 or 6 times until you feel comfortable. So I'll just do it very slowly, silently. So it's a very, very simple thing to do. What you do is you block your right nostril, block it, breathe in from the left nostril, close it with your 4th finger, Count 4. Release your left nostril and count 2 out. Then breathe in once, left nostril. Block it with your fourth finger. Count 4. Release your right nostril. Count 2. Try it on your own for 3 times, okay? Which means you breathe in, hold, breathe out left. Okay, breathe in, hold, breathe out. That's one set. Breathe in, left nostril once. Hold your breath. Count of 4. Breathe out, right nostril, 2. Now breathe in, right nostril 1. Hold 4. Release left nostril, 2. Breathe in, left nostril 1. Hold 4. Release right nostril, breathe out 2. Last time, breathe in the right nostril. Retention 1, 2, 3, 4. Release left nostril, breathe out 1, 2. Breathe in, left nostril, 1. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Release right nostril, 1, 2. That's it. Now just relax and just breathe in and out. Breathe normally, as you would breathe normally, but try to breathe softly.
So this is a good experience for actually helping you to concentrate. But as you can read here, it also, you get immediate relief from mental anxiety, worries, depression, and many other things that cause disturbance in our nature.
It is a practical thing for people that are very busy, or you're overstressed from school and various things. It's a very simple way. So reread the instructions and practice it, and you'll see it'll help.
You can use, like he was counting 1 Om, on a more spiritual thing, you can say God Supreme, and these words, Kumbhaka, and the different words here just mean, Puraka means inhalation, Kumbhaka means retention, Richaka means exhalation. There's a very nice quote here I wanted to put. I'm just going to give you a few inspiring messages, and Vidura can play the bowl. Sri Chinmoy often talked about self-transcendence, and this means to go beyond, do a little bit better every time, and so there's only one dream that will always be perfect in your lifetime, and that is the dream of self-transcendence. So like climbing the mountain, try to go beyond. Somebody put together a couple of very nice messages and actually made postcards out of them, and I'm just going to tell you 4 here that are very sweet. Of course, a lot of people need our help these days, and so the very nature of kindness is to spread. If you are kind to others today, they will be kind to you, and tomorrow to someone else. Peace is the flood of love in the world family. Here's one about hope. Hope knows no fear. Hope dares to blossom even inside the abysmal abyss. Hope secretly feeds and strengthens promise. So we never give up hope. Keep hoping no matter what. And the last one, encouragement radiates love, concern, and the feeling of oneness. This is the back of the postcard. Somebody created it, and this is our teacher here. And there are a couple of websites that if you want to know a few more things, running for peace, singing for peace, art for peace. Some of the things that I took here were from the library. Many of Sri Chinmoy wrote thousands and thousands of books. So I just want to thank you for attending our course here, and I hope you benefited from these 4 weeks. So we started out with candle and flowers, and we've done breathing and visualizing, and specialized breathing and lots of different techniques that you can try in any order that you like. But I always suggest that you start with, again, the concentration, do like candle, a flower, breathing, then go into your silence and your meditation. If you need to visualize light or height or depth, these are all things that will help you. There's so many more techniques. I've just only brushed the surface in the 4 weeks. And we're just always very happy to share, our inspiration with you. And hopefully you can share it with some other people. If you forget any techniques, I'm just showing you this little book. It's called The ABC of a Beginner's Course in Meditation. It's purple, of course. I wrote this many, 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 many years ago. It's just lots and lots of techniques. I revised it and I put the whole thing on the website, chapter by chapter. So there's all the techniques. If you need more techniques and more things, you can find them on that website and read a little bit. And there are links. This is my final message. Our differences disappear the moment we come to realize that all hearts are one.